Welcome to our review on understanding heat and temperature. First thing we need to do then is understand the difference between these two terms, heat and temperature. So when we're referring to the temperature, we're literally referring to how hot an object is. And this is something that's going to be measured in degrees Celsius. If we're talking about the heat, then we're talking about energy. Because remember, heat is a form of energy. And because of that, then heat will be measured in joules. So just remember that whenever we're talking about objects, the hotter something is, the more heat energy it then has. If we think about temperature differences between objects, then different objects are at different temperatures. So if we have a cup of tea in a room, what we find there is that the cup of tea is hotter than their surroundings in the room. So as a result of this, we see a flow of energy from the tea to the room. So what we need to remember is that when there is this temperature difference between an object and its surroundings, then we have an energy transfer. And the greater the difference between those two temperatures, then the greater the rate of energy transfer. So what we find is that if we're thinking about our cup of tea and the surroundings, cup of tea is warmer than the surroundings, so energy flows from the tea to those particles in the air. If, however, we've got an object that's cooler than the surroundings, energy is going to flow from the surroundings to the object and therefore warm up the object. One way we can actually observe these different temperatures of objects is by using something called a thermogram. Now, a thermogram is a special kind of picture that we can take using a special camera that then shows us how hot an object actually is, and it does this through representing them with different colours. So what we can see there on the right hand side is a picture of an elephant then taken with one of these thermal imaging cameras that's created our thermogram. Now if you have a look at the different colours we can see there, the hottest part of the elephant is there on the trunk because it's the white part. Then we go through red, yellow, green, light blue, and finally the coolest part of the whole picture is the dark blue. So the surroundings there are the coldest of all those bits. You do need to remember the colours there, so whites, reds, yellows, they're the warm ones, and then the greens, light blues, dark blues are the colder temperatures. So just remember that different colours represent the different temperatures, and the name of that image is a thermogram.